Yes, what are you waiting for? If you haven't joined Duckhook Golfers, you should. And I see there's a couple of guys in the chat line here who still haven't played a series event. Welcome, it's Wednesday evening. Welcome back to the show. Yes, we're on. We had a bit of a sabbatical last week, and we waited for it to get really busy, and we are so raring to go. I'm not the only one because we have plenty to talk about today. We've got a matter of Centurion that happened. So we're going to review that. Then we got Blue Valley happening tomorrow. Are you ready? Are you excited? Thursday series players. And we've got Sunday at Royal East, one of the top ranked courses in the country. And I have a very special guest. Well, you will all know him, but he's pretty much home to Royal East. So he's going to talk you through Series 2. Let me introduce you everybody to you. Here we go. It's myself. Here I am. Donnie next to me. Basil. Welcome back, Basil. And Ryan. If you didn't know, Ryan is the Royal East.
Yeah.
Nice to have you back. How is everybody? Donnie, you haven't been on for 2 weeks. You know what you're doing?
I should literally just fall with the flow again. So yeah, no, it's been daddy duty was there. So yeah.
There we go, Baz. How's things on your side?
Fantastic, Mas. Thanks for having me once again. Been a good week this far. Just working on the game, prepping for tournament, and looking forward to the Duckhook Thursday League and Sunday League Series 2.
A very important Sunday league for you, that is, because you are leading the series. Ryan, we haven't seen you in a while, well, on this show at least. How has your golf been?
Yeah, good. Been grinding a hell of a lot. Just trying to get myself where I believe I should be, and yeah, working on stuff. You know, sponsors obviously the biggest thing right now for me. So if anyone's out there that wants to sponsor me, I'm waiting. But yeah, just grinding hard and trying to get myself to where I want to be, guys.
Fantastic. Well, fingers crossed, and good luck. I've been dropping in the hello people from all our viewers. Hello, boys. Hello, Barry Fenter. Thanks for watching. Hanu, yes. Favorite part of the week. It's the Duckhook Show. And we keep going. Louis Jensen. Hello, Louis. Thank you for joining us once again. We've got Riddle Rudovik. Nant. Macy's. Cease. This is one of them I'm talking about. Are you running on Robert? Well, long story, technology. But anyway, you haven't joined us, so you have nothing to say. Jacques, trying to get to the 100,000 yards. Well, we have that. So for the guys who haven't seen it, we'll play that in. Good fun. We actually had somebody there today that bashed it, but we will not reveal all. But let's just say his first drive went 360 yards and almost made a hole in our hitting net. Sure, it's quite scary. Boom. All right. So we've got to start somewhere. And where are we going to start? Well, I'll tell you where we're going to start. We're going to start with the calendar. As you see, September, October, the 5th is done. Royal Durban is done. That was this last Sunday. Then we got the Thursday series, Blue Valley, tomorrow. Hope your clubs are clean and your bags are packed. The 19th, which is 3 days later at Royal East, and then the all-important major, the third major of the season, the Players' Championship at Serengeti. I was there at Serengeti probably about a week ago, and it's looking fantastic. Guys, it's going to be a great day out. Then, straight up, the following week, we've got Sunday, Series 1 at Iboti. We all enjoy Iboti, and then all-important Duckhook Classic at Highland Gate. Right, I want to stop there because I want to say Fats, myself, and 2 other special guys went up there this weekend to have a couple of meetings and finalize the tour with the organizers at Highland Gate. And I can tell you we shot some great stuff, and the course is also looking magnificent. So it's nice and warm, plenty to look forward to. And let me remind you, for the first time, the Classic Preview Show will be on Friday, the 1st of October. We will cover everything, and then we go through the following week. So, are we ready to do this, gentlemen?
Yes.
Centurion. Well, we all know what happened at Centurion. It's nice to see that Mr. Geldenes is back in the winner's circle after a while. He didn't win anything last year, but he's added another trophy to his ever-growing cabinets. 800 credits, which I know you put straight into your tour, so a nice discount for you. Graham de Villiers finishing also -3, and Alistair O'Tim also -3, so Donnie winning on a front 9 countback. Good form coming from Frikkie Barnard, 1 shot back on -2, and Peter Prinsloo also hitting the right form at the right term. Jacques Gravenstein always there and thereabouts. Hanu Oosthuizen, Leon Oosthuizen, Kevin Ho, and Cornel Erasmus round off the top 10. Nice to see that the 10th position is on 36 points. So congratulations. We all want to know, Donnie, how this round went. So take us through your scorecard.
Yeah, it started actually very interesting. I made a 3-putt par on hole 1, and I just literally put a new putt in the bag. So I thought it was going to be one of those days where the putt is really going to misbehave, considering I had 36 and 37 putts at Eagle Canyon. So, my train of thought was just like, after that, just let's hit some greens and let's just try and make birdies or pars. And as you guys can see, it's like I made 6 pars in a row. I had a couple of birdie putts that I missed, but then I made a good birdie on hole number 7. Unfortunately, a very stupid drop on that short par 3 over the water, number 8. And then just hit a 4-iron short of the green on hole number 9, chipped on, made the putt. I've got a good story regarding hole number 9 for our 4-ball, which I'll share a little bit later. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the back 9 went very similar. I was just really trying to play, conservative golf, fairways, greens. I had a couple of up and downs on the hole. I think it was 11 and 13, but also made good birdies on 12, 14, and then obviously 17. And I must say, what counted in my favor a little bit was I only looked at the scoreboard just after my approach shot on hole number 18. Wow. And then I saw I was tied for the lead. So, I had a putt to go to -4, which I obviously misread. But yeah, walked off -3, and I was happy. It was a good score.
So let me ask you the question. You knew you were on -3 coming down the 18th. Did you think that was in contention? Because lately we've had much better scores than that. So it's nice that the field, I wouldn't say struggled, but the scores were lower.
Maz, the reason why also I didn't want to look at the scoreboard was, if it was basically like a -5, -6, it's like I was gonna chase the game. So I was surprised to see I was tied for the lead. I actually thought it was going to be like a -5, -6. Centurion isn't the longest course, and if you play conservative and good, thinking golf, you can go low there.
You definitely can. But I think the water, I think it might have been a case of one line being easier than the other, because it seemed like the guys on one line went up ahead and then came back to the field, and then when it turned, it kind of went in roundabouts. I've got so many comments here, I don't even know where to start. So I've been scrolling down them. There is one here from Barry that says, "Fudge, can the tour start earlier?" Sure, I wish it could start earlier, but when are we going to play all the other games? So we've got lots of time to prepare for the tour. We've got Peter who's jumped on and said, "Lacquer Basil Wright, junior champion." And then hello, Nico says, "Hard work will pay off, Ryan." Most definitely. They always say the harder you work, the more you reap the rewards. Nico also says, "Won't make the Duckhook Classic, playing Elements that weekend. Sis, you're on like, next year's on like a hot cross bun." Okay, I'll remember that one. Right, let us go and look at what the top 5, actually, let's not do that. Let's just keep blowing Donnie's whistle. I spoke to him during the week and I said, "Donnie, you must have the most victories on tour, which includes series wins and singles and teams and so on and so on. Anything that you can win a trophy on." And you came back that there's one other person who's won just as many as you. So if you know the answer to that, drop it on the comments line and we'll see if you've got it right. But talk about filling a page here. Sure, D, look at this. Event victories. All the way from 2018. Houghton. That was your first?
That was no, it actually wasn't. My very first victory was, and I won't ever forget it. It was the Classic in 2018.
Okay.
That came first at Coral Creek in Euphoria, and then basically I got, I think, Houghton a month later. So yeah, the victory at the Classic was really so special. It's one that I'll never ever forget. Huddle Park was also quite nice, but it was also a very close game. Copperleaf was also, I think Christy Ellis was there. It was a very close game. And then obviously Centurion was also now. But yeah, no, I'm just grateful. It's like obviously been playing the, Duckhook from the end of 2017. And, it's just, I'm grateful to have these victories. It's it's been hard to do it off a low handicap.
Let's just go through the rest of them. You've got a major victory, the Summer Cup, which was an epic battle that we watched with a playoff hole. The whole crowd there to watch. Then series victory is Sunday Series 1 from last year. You finished it up at Jackal Creek. Player of the season, 2018, 2019. And then we had a tournament which, I don't know if it really counts, but Donnie, it counts for you, is a Tourney of Champions. And what the Tourney of Champions has become, that was all the winners. So that's pretty much become the Summer Cup. So you've won the Summer Cup twice. So congratulations, Donnie. I've got. I asked the question: who has won the most? Not the most, as many, right? Carl van der Linde says, Maz or Frikkie? Well, you're very, very kind, Carl, but I am not in it. I think I've got 5. I've got 2 league wins and 2 major wins. That's it. So 4. Ugh. Okay, so you're very far off. So let me just take that one. But, Jacques, you are right. It must be Frikkie. Frikkie is correct. We were trying to figure out everything. I think we were left with one league game that we didn't know where that was. I could go through it, but I'm not. Barry says, must be Frikkie. You are also correct. Dana Frikkie. Dana, no, I think he's got like 3. And then Frikkie himself. Go Frikkie. So, yes. Wayne Jensen has also won a couple, but he is not. Randall Chetty is also right up there, but not quite as many as that. But he has a lot of series victories. Okay, now we'll go to...
Maz, the scary... Sorry, Maz, just to interrupt you there. The scary thing is, the Mighty Ducks have got 20 wins under their belts, but we still can't win the tag or the team game titles.
That's amazing. Mighty Ducks have got 20, and you suck. Unbelievable. Right, let's go to see what the top 5 had to say at Centurion on how their game went. Frikkie, nice finish here at Centurion top 5.
Yeah.
Good run of form then.
Yeah, it was a lekker game. I played my singles match play, so yeah, it was a good round. Actually had some good striking, had some videos that I watched this last week, just trying to get into form because I was slicing the whole thing, but yeah, it went well.
You had a putt to take the lead, unfortunately not to be.
Yeah, no, it was a monster putt and left it very short and then missed the next one as well, so yeah, no, it was, at least I didn't drop one, but yeah, tied 4th. It's good.
Form going into the major?
Yeah, got some confidence. Driver is looking good. The iron play was terrible, but today it was actually much better. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Serengeti.
Alistair, so close, coming down the last. You needed the par for the victory, unfortunately not. How's the feelings?
I played really well today. Everything came together. It just locked in. Putter, driving, iron, everything came together. So I'm really stoked. I mean, when I started, I played really poorly, so I'm happy to play today. I like this. No, the course is amazing, but you need to putt, solid putts. I mean, I was here on here, I think I was on here for 2 and 3 putted. You just need to putt solid, yeah. So, yeah. So.
Donnie, official, back in the winner's circle. Yeah. Another league victory. How are you feeling?
No, ecstatic. It was a long time coming. You know, beginning of the year I really played well and went through a little bit of a dip. But I shot 70 today, it's like around the track, and I left a few out there. So no, it's good to be back in there. So yeah, I pulled some points back from Randall on Series 1 as well to put some pressure on there. So yeah, it's all good.
5 birdies and 3 bogeys. Donnie, held the match. Well done. Nice that the scores weren't too low, so that off a 1 handicap you could compete.
Yeah, no, the thing is, it's like I must say, it's like I didn't look at the scoreboard up until middle of the 18th fairway. Then I actually realised that I was tied in the lead. You know, so it's nice to have a good competitive. I think everybody had a chance to win. You know, on a -3. That was a nice thing, and yeah.
Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, so guys, I just wanted to share this story as some of the guys will know. what happened on the 9th hole when we played, so obviously Kobus was playing with Koenraad Pretorius for the match play. So Kobus hit his drive down the left-hand side fairway, went into the water, so we all went, got the ball, gave him his penalty drop section. And obviously he dropped, and Koenraad and myself started walking ahead. And then all of a sudden Kobus goes berserk, literally bonkers. So literally he hit it in for birdie from there. So Koenraad hit his drive just short of the green on the right, so he obviously had a look at his putt. So obviously Kobus was thinking, it's like he's got this hole waxed, or maybe even a half. And literally Koenraad boxed the putt from like a meter off the green for eagle. And that's the best smile wiper I've seen of the night.
Definition of a smile wipe, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the pins, everybody. Here are the pins.
Yeah, so the par 3 8th, quite a competitive hole that is, and Oki Brits, well done on getting that one. And Mornay Vivier's getting concepts voucher on the 14th hole, nearest in 2. And then we've got Donnie as per se winning everything of late. Well done, Donnie, there on that one.
Thanks.
Just too good, just too good. So those are the winners. Congratulations. Then the all-important virtual golf groups. This is how it was. 3 groups, Group A, B, and C.
Oh, nice to see Uncle Trev up there in Group A. It's not too bad on +2. Obviously, one of the counted out players there on -3, Graham de Villiers. And Seth Roberts up there again, finding a bit of form.
Yes, Seth is due, I'm telling you that much. And let's not forget Mr. Ruben, who might have been 5 under or something after the front 9. I think he shot, I don't know, I can't, if you remember, but it was either level or just under, and then turned and shot 44, which is poor. He actually says it in the next video what he did, so he does know. So well done to those gentlemen. The teams, you will be wanting to know what happened here. Well, I can tell you, hopefully this is all correct. It was a half. 5 for the red and 5 for the blue, meaning the red is now on 10 and the blue is now on 13. Captain Richard Stewart taking the victory for his team on +2 over Ronnie Ballhurter's +5. Kobus losing out to Conrad. Let's just go through the winners. Oh no, well that doesn't really matter. There's a tie between Yaku and Brian. Then Peter beat Jason Ivans. Frikkie Barnard beating Karel van der Meulen. That was also a singles match play game. Sarel losing out to his best mate, Cornell. Myself losing out to Gerard Snyman. Leon taking it against Yaku. Leon was also another one who was right up there and then doubled and managed the last 2 holes into the water. And then Wayne Jensen, and then the last one is tied. So we've got 2 team games coming up. Let's see if the red team can catch them. What does it all mean? Well, it all means the series standings in the top 10 and the players that are in the shootout for next year. Currently, for Series 1, Randall Chetty has had a big chunk of his lead taken out of him by your victory, Donnie, and shooting -3. So now it's come down to 6 points. I think at one stage it was 11. Pranay Pandey is gone down a position, and Pranay has actually injured himself. So he might miss 1 or 2 events. Hopefully he doesn't miss Iboti. Graham de Villiers with a good finish, moving to 4th. Hanno Oosthuizen also a good finish on 267 points. Frikkie, good finish, 266. So as you see, all the guys who finished well have jumped up the leaderboard. Bay went down. Peter Prinsloo also went up, and Kobus Skuman still in the top 10. Can they hang on? There was also a matter of singles and team match play games. There was a whole host of them on the Sunday, and this is what the guys had to say after they played their matches. Peter, singles match play, up and down, up and down. Never really a clear winner, but at the end, we've got it.
Yeah, it was a tough match. Started off well, although par 3 third hole, I think I 4-putted from about 6-7 foot to throw that hole away. So yeah, it was constantly 1 up myself, then 1 up to Jason, all the way up through to the 16th hole. Then eventually I went 2 up there. So yeah, I managed to then take it 1 up. But yeah, a bit of a roller coaster ride with neither of us going up more than 2 up throughout the match and backwards and forwards. So yeah, it was a tough match.
Through to the round of 16. Well done on your win. How'd it go?
Man, it was a wonderful day. Great first 9 and just kept it together. Second 9, Dorme around about the 15th, and I must give credit to Kobus. He just kept it alive all the way. We shook hands on the 17th and very grateful to continue.
Yeah, so I went 3 up after 9. I played a 46 and then I played a 44, so I opened the door for Trevor. And he actually halved the game on the last hole, but I count back on stroke 1.
It was tough, eh? I must say that for him to come with pass, and we halved the holes. I mean, it was tough. I think the end result was 4 and 3, but it was much more closer than what it actually says.
You have a partner that sinks 45-foot putts on an island green to get us a little bit back into the game. But it was all around lacquer. Not great golf between the 4 balls, but a tight game. I think that the worst that someone was up or down was 2, and then eventually won it 2 and 1.
Yeah, 2 and
but
1.
That is my partner. Just motivate to everything. Well done.
How'd you break them down?
Yeah. We didn't give any putts, apart from 1-footers, and we just made long putts.
Congratulations to the guys who did win. I was right. Ruben 36-44. Come on, Ruben. At least get in the winner's circle before you leave us. That would be nice. So let's recap. Ryan, you and many others were confused by this graphic. But after explaining, you know what's happening?
No.
Still not? Okay, let's break it down. There's so many names, so the round of 32, as you can see, would have been both columns to fit everything in. So the winners would move into the round of 16. So if you look at Robert Michael and Randall Chetty, they still need to play their round of 32. That is scheduled for Royal East. So whoever wins that will play Jaco Jacobs. The same, Graham de Villiers playing Jamie Sherry. The winner will play Kunrad, and so on. Mark Bargero and Leon Oosthuizen play tomorrow at Blue Valley. And then we whittle them down until we get to the final. As you see, Ruben's into the quarterfinals. He's gone the most. So Ruben's actually in the quarterfinals. So that's how it looks, everybody. After this weekend, this will be looking much, much more complete. The team game. Here we go. We've got into the quarterfinals, long shots winning 2 and 1 over the joiners. The shit shots beating Shake and Bake 3 and 2. Sultans of Swing hammering Crappy Fillmore in the first round of asking 7 and 5. The Putties went through. Steady Eddie's through. So there's a couple of guys. Dude, where's my par? No Clue men are playing tomorrow. So that's Basil and Ruben. They're playing tomorrow at Blue Valley. So we can move into those quarterfinals, semifinals, and yes, we can only cross fingers we finish in time. We might have to set up a separate day for these guys to all jump on and play. So that is Centurion, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed Centurion. It will definitely be back on the calendar next year. Always a good test and a good venue to play. And it was nice playing. You would have seen the trucks, the Supersport trucks, setting up for the Sunshine Tour event. So we had just about the best of the best. Right, before we move on to Blue Valley for Thursday's series, you might have seen this floating around the social media pages, but you know about the European 1,000-yard challenge that's been circulating and becoming very popular. So Donnie and myself decided we want to do the same thing, right, Donnie?
Yep, that's it.
And we did it. And let's just say, I'm very far behind him. So you might have seen on the European Tour social media pages that they have a challenge, and that is the 1,000-yard challenge, and that's with 3 shots, which is obviously a driver. So I'm here at Golf Concepts with my partner, Danny. We're going to try this.
Yes.
Let's do this. So let's break it down. It's the closest to 1,000 yards in 3 shots.
That's it.
I can tell you one thing. He hits it miles. Me, not so much. So it will be actually interesting to see the difference between the two of us, yet alone 1,000 yards.
My first shot. Let's see how it goes. Anything like 320, I'm happy. So let's see.
Oh, saw himself off his feet.
317.2 yards. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Close to 320, so I'm happy.
Warming up. 282. I'll take 282.
Shot number 2.
How was that?
Off the toe. 316.6.
That second shot's like a meter shorter than his first shot. Talk about consistency. But at this rate, he's going to be a little short of 1,000 yards. Doesn't matter if it goes straight. How's that possible?
221.
Okay, last ball. First ball was?
317.
Second ball was?
316.
So rough calculation, you need to hit it 367 meters to make 1,000 yards. Let's see how close he gets. Oh, it's not bad. It's furthest of the three.
Definitely 322.
Total is
956 point, I think it's either 3 or 7 yards. So it's 0.7. So I'm 43.3 yards shy of the 1,000 yards.
close. My turn. Number 3.
So you literally need to get 497 yards on this drive.
Why do you think I'm saying? I'm focusing here. I'm bringing in my inner mass so that I can hit this 500 yards. No.
235.8.
Far off the benchmark set by Donnie. So the conclusion is I've hit 3 drives, 738 meters. So I'm about a 3 wood behind Donnie, which is pretty poor. Well done, Donnie.
Thank you.
So, if you want to take up the challenge of 1,000 yards, pop by, hit 3 balls, and we'll see where you stack up. Challenge accepted, everybody. Yes, it was quite embarrassing. It just shows you how crap I am. So, yeah, we'll move on. Ryan, Baz, I expect you guys to pop in and hit your 3 balls so that we can get a nice leaderboard going and see who of the Ducks, at least, can get over 1,000 yards. Donnie, you were close. But Baz, I think you can do it. I think you can do it, Ryan.
I'm game.
You're game.
Yeah, no, I'm keen for it. But it'll have to be definitely after a gym session.
Okay. You do
But
that.
why don't you guys come together? You know, I think that could be a good fun. We can make a good video of that. I think that will be awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, we can make it.
Let's just go back here.
Before that.
Let's just go back here. Wait. Paul Rickett says Buffalo Donnie Geldenays, right? Which is followed by Frikkie saying, Ach nee Donnie, Buffalo. So I want to see what's going to happen here.
Gents, just have a look here.
Keeping up.
As far as I know, the winner has to drink with his right hand. So,
Unless your screens are swapped, watching on your phone, but he's right. So that's the falsies. Haha. Okay, guess what's tomorrow? Oh, sounds like a series, actually, like a golf series. Blue Valley. We all played Blue Valley, and I assume many of you have. I don't know if you haven't played Blue Valley, drop it on the line, and then we'll say, why not? Donnie, we played there about a week ago, and the course is looking good. The greens needed to be a cut, but I'm sure they will be cut because, like I was mentioned, many of the courses have been doing their spring treatment. So besides that, I think it's a good challenge to have.
yeah, no, definitely. It's like I was very, I won't say surprised or shocked. You know, it's like the course condition was very good for this time of year. You know, it wasn't as brown as the courses on the East Rand side. So, yeah, I think the guys are really going to have fun tomorrow.
Yeah, I do think they will. Let's have a look at this. Carry on, Baz.
Oh, no, I actually played with one of Ryan's student mates. Can't for the life of me remember. But anyway, I was invited to play there at Blue Valley, and the course was in really good nick. And It actually turned out that it was actually a practice round for our match play tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to playing Tipdon and Gideon, with my partner Ruben.
We go into Blue Valley with Simon continuing to lead the series on 241 points. So he's so close. Can he defend his Thursday series title? Carl van der Meulen right up there, 5 points behind. Richard Stewart just falling off to 235, a point back. Frikkie also falling back. Bobby van der Spey had a good finish in the previous round to go to 232. Andre Kotzer down. Ruben Swart up. Jason Ivins down. Danny in the top 10. And Conrad Pretorius in the top 10. So that's how we go into Blue Valley. This is the scorecard for Blue Valley. As you know, the 1st and 10th run next to each other. They share the same green. And it's a nice, easy, short downhill start, guys. Baz, what do you make? How do we play this golf course?
My experience of Blue Valley, it's not as similar as Centurion, but because of the residential, there are quite a few out of bounds. But I mean, there's a lot of room for you guys to tee, to drive the ball. Not necessarily too accurate, but to be good off the tee is a big advantage there, as the ball does run with the undulation. And most of those greens, middle green is good. There's a lot of false fronts, that type of thing. So if your yardages are on, if you can get your measurements right, I think that will make life a little easier. And also just to stay out of the bunkers. The bunkers are quite severe. They're quite deep from the last time I remembered. But given the speed of the greens, I think if the greens are a little bit slower, the scores will be a bit better tomorrow. Maybe 3 or 4 under par.
Ryan, I want to ask you a question, and the question is, I would say Blue Valley is the widest fairways to hit out of most of the estate courses. Agree?
Yeah, very, very similar to Pekinwood, actually. It looks a lot narrower because the houses sort of are on the edges, but there's a lot more space than you think. And on Basil's note there with the greens, my mate who actually lives there from the academy, he has said that the greens are a bit slow, so it goes with what you said last week. Mm-hmm. They've never really got them quick in the last sort of 6 months or so. I've played a few rounds, but I think if you're hitting greens like Baz says, go for the middle, don't be scared, and then give it a go on the greens. Don't be shy to go past the hole if you miss a putt. You should be able to make the return. So
I think that stretch, once you get past that downhill, what is it? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th hole, then everything is up the hill. You got the par 5 up the hill, and you got the par 4 up the hill. The next hole is very similar up the hill. So walking, if you decide to walk, take extra vitamins and things, because it is quite a walk. When you stand on the one side of the course and look at the other side, then you're going to be going, should have taken a cart. I think it can be, if I remember correctly, the scores haven't always been very high there. So if we get another -3, -4, I think we will be in that ballpark figure. Who could get the -3 or -4, whatever the score is going to be? Well, this is the first tee. Please note, we're starting at 10 minutes to 7. We're trying to get in before the field turns so that we are not rushed. Luke Janssen, Carl van Meulen, Kera O'Connell, and Morne Fibers are taking us away. And then we all go down to 0750. Basil is not on this page, neither is Donnie. I don't see you here, and Ryan not here. So we're all on the 10th tee, funny enough. So let's have a look at the 10th tee quickly. There you are. Baz, you playing your only team game of the round. Am I missing your name, Donnie? Oh, there you are. You're playing with Ryan Smith, Peter Prespler, and Donnie. And Dorian Free at 0750. So you can come in, Ryan, you can come in while everybody's watching you win.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Okay, let's do the pins.
I can just advise something to the guys that are arriving tomorrow morning. Just accommodate an extra 20 minutes for that security gate, because Blue Valley is one of the most busiest estates in terms of construction and delivery vehicles in and out there. So just time your delay for the security gate.
Correct.
Yeah, always a bit slow as well.
They're very, very good point. We need to just be at least 20 minutes before even 30 minutes before your tee off time so we can get through the gate and not feel rushed. The pins on the day, Baz.
Right, so I will be going at the par 3 8th because I love me some shicks and balls. And we've got an EMS voucher on the 12th hole, which is also a brilliant hole. And then a concept voucher, which I think I'm going to have another dip for so I can get my equipment checked soon.
Will anybody take your ball on the 17th this time round?
I hope not. I really hope not. And I think I'm going to mark my ball in a very vulgar way to ensure that if somebody picks it up, they will know just to drop it on the spot.
Yes. If you're playing in front of Basil or Donnie or Ryan, please be aware and get out of the way because they're going to go for that green.
Bomb's coming.
Correct? It's coming for you. Groups. Let's go through the groups quickly. Group A and B.
Group A there, we got Maz, Pranay, Evolt, Jamie Sherry and Ronnie. I think that'll be quite a decent battle. You said Pranay's injured, though. He's playing tomorrow.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah, that will be replaced.
And then, I can't see that now, Maz. Rudolph, Shannon Schaefer, Peter Prinsloo. I'm playing with him. Thanks for organising the card, Peter. Dorian and Bobby van der Spey.
So you've got two guys in your four ball that you are taking on, so at least something extra to play for. Let's have a look at the teams that will feature for Blue Valley. Billy Hall's captain, and Henry Hall, his brother, is captain. So the two brothers are taking each other on. Billy is Tim Garner, Gideon Richter. You'll see that those are matched up against. Tim is playing Basil, Gideon's playing Ruben. Leon Oosthuizen is playing Mark Borrajero. Donnie, you take on Russell. Jacques, you're taking on Andre Kotze. Fats is taking on Grant. I think Fats is not playing anymore. Simon's playing on Hansi. Garfield Hendricks, Kevin Ho, Kunrad, Gerard Maritz. So let's see how those go. And good luck to everybody. So that is the Thursday series. Right, let us get through the final segment of the Duckhook show today. If that beautiful montage does not get you ready and excited for Sunday, I don't know what will. Basil, this is you. You are in the spotlight, leading Series 2 by now 9 points.
I did ask you guys earlier if 9 points is enough, but I've got Jakub just on my toes. I've got Ronnie Bullherter also there, Frikkie Barnard finding some form. And the infamous or famous Donnie Geldenays in the mix. So we've got, I saw Frikkie Barnard's change now.
Yeah, no, that was Donnie.
And Cole van der Linde. And it's nice to see Nikki in the top 10 there, unfortunately dropping a few places. And then we got Jamie Sherry. And can I just say, guys, this is an unbelievable top 10 Sunday Series 2. It would be my pleasure to win this top 10 Sunday Series 2. So I will do my utmost best.
Work hard. And apologies to Donna Perimal again, because that was changed. And now it's Frikkie again. So now we've got so many Frikkies. Ryan, this is why you're here, because you're going to tell us how to navigate Royal East.
Bottom line, don't be scared. People like calling it East the Beast. I disagree. I actually think West is a more tricky course than East. Starting your round, if you're starting on one, you've got to be quite aggressive on the first. It's a really short par 5. I call it par 4 because it's kind of what it should play. And then you go into a tricky par 3. So you need to try and take advantage of one. Try get that birdie or par for 3 points if you're stroking. And then bottom line, my outlook on the course, you can see the layout there of all the holes, is don't be scared. Take it on. If you miss fairways on East, it's actually a lot more forgiving than West. You normally have a shot towards the green anyway. And if not, there is space, going up other fairways if that's needed. The greens are quite receptive. Last week we had our 4-day with the academy. They are holding quite nicely. They're putting quite a bit of water down. I think they're just trying to get the course going green now. My only advice to everyone playing, we all play a lot of golf. Don't be scared. Play your game, trust your game, and I think you'll be okay.
How fast are the greens running?
Not that quick. They can get slippery on the downhills, but uphill you still need to give it a good knock. If you know how to read greens reasonably well, a lot of the putts are following the grain at the moment, so have a look at where the grass is going to take your ball.
Great. Any other questions, gents, that you may have for him?
Sorry, Baz, you can go.
Sorry, Donnie. If I could just add to Ryan in terms of how to get around Royal East. It's not to be scared. Try and play some fearless golf, but also don't be too silly in terms of what you're hitting off the tee. So that golf course is built primarily for a professional, the redesign and those bunker settings. So there's nothing wrong with a little 240 shot off the tee, trying to find certain fairways. The ball is still running quite a bit, so don't feel pressured that you need to hit it miles off the tee to score. So keep your ball in play. Just ensure that you're not bringing double bogey into play.
Just to add from my side, I was lucky enough to work at Royal Johannesburg and Kensington for 5 years, and the way the course has changed now with the redesign is before, it's like if you missed the fairways and you were in the trees, it was quite tough to get out. But what they tried to do is to get that Augusta feel now with the course. So, you can basically see almost straight through the trees. So this is now open up to that if you are in trouble, you can still manufacture a shot from there to get to the green. So like the guys below me said now, it's like, just play smart, play clever, and if you're in trouble, just try to get your best route to the greens.
Let me just add, for a bit of a coup for Duckhook, for the loyalty members and the non-loyalty members. I think the non-loyalty members are paying 500 Rand to play there on a Sunday. Ryan will tell you that is an absolute steal to play Royal East. You are getting a discount of note. So enjoy it. I see Vickers is playing there for the first time. You're going to have a great, great day. I'm sure afterwards, when we have a beer, you'll be bragging about either how the course is or how well you played. Let's go to the first and the 10th tee, so we know. This is current. It can change. There's still a while to go. We just shy of 80 players. Starting 11:15. We're off. Donnie, you in the first tee with Simon May is playing against Peter Zakaria in a singles match play. Jamie, as I mentioned earlier, is playing Graham de Villiers. We've got Trevor Miller, Ronnie Volherter playing Jaco and Jan Venter in those team match play games. The player pack will go out tomorrow at some point. There will not be handicaps in them, simply because we're playing tomorrow, so it won't be updated. But the handicaps will be posted later on. The 10th tee, there we go, a couple more singles matches, which we're getting through. The latest being JP beating Sean Salmon at Rand Park yesterday. So Flicky jumps in to my 4-ball so that they can play this game. And then so on, we have the rest of the guys. Plenty to look forward to. The pins on the day, gentlemen.
Nice, easy hole there, Maz.
Yeah, the par 3 second. Smash it. If you're going to get close, you need to hit a good shot.
Yeah, that all comes down to where the tee is. A lot of the time they've actually been having the men's tee on the back box. So to a middle flag, you're looking at about 220. Downhill, maybe 10 meters sort of slope. But yeah, that's a great hole. I think a tricky one for a close to the pin. So hopefully for all the Ducks, they've pushed the tee up ahead of sort of, you can see on the graphic where number 2 is. Mm-hmm. And then you're looking at sort of a 190 shot to the middle of the green, which is not outrageous with the downslope.
Yeah, I always seem to just play that hole a bit of a runner shot. Regardless of where the tee is, I'll usually just try and hit it 30 meters short, and just try and run it up there in terms, rather than just to try and pitch that green. It's such a good par 3 hole, and you need to play it a few times to actually get the feel of it. And the only way that I I tend to walk off that hole with a par is if I run it up, to be quite honest with you.
Definitely, and I definitely think that's going to be a good idea with the afternoon tee off. We've been playing it in the morning and it's been holding, but in the afternoon, obviously, the greens would have dried out a bit, and I don't think you're going to get the on a 5 iron or 4 iron.
Let me just continue with what's next. The par 4 7th is the closest and two, really not a long hole. The par 3 16th over the water will be the other par 3. Ryan covered the second hole. That was his featured hole. He did that pretty well. Donnie, you wanted to quickly talk about the stroke 1.
Yeah, so the 11th hole, I think it's one of the best holes on the course. Obviously, it's like when you're standing on the tee box, it's a downhill tee shot. You know, if you're brave enough, you can take the corner of the right-hand tree, obviously, to set up a shorter shot, which is roughly like 135, 140. If you go the normal route, which is left of those trees, center fairway, you've got like a 7-6 iron into the green. And obviously the green is protected by a lot of water on the front right, and they've got a very tricky bunker on the left-hand side. So, it's a pinpoint shot that you have to play to that green. So, my tip for the guys is, if you're in trouble, lay it up short of the water, hit it on for 3, take your 5 or a chance at a 4, take your medicine. And if you're going for it, good luck on that second shot. Needs to be good.
Any 4 is a good 4 there.
That's it.
Right. We have 2 more things to do before we say goodbye. One of which is the groups, Group A, B, and C. These are the guys playing in the group games.
Jesus, to me.
Yeah.
Corbus in Group A there. Corbus, Sarl, Kero, and Neville. Maybe Kero can pull something out the bag there. But I think East definitely suits Sarl 7 iron. And we got Statsman himself, Ryan Jensen, John, Donna, and Matthew in Group B. Morna, Kelly, Hanu Ustazen, again another guy that suits this course. He's long, so if he's got the driver and 3-wood on a rope, he's definitely going to do well. Chad Rose, GQ himself, and JP Atwood.
There we go. Good luck to these guys. These are the teams. Donnie, as a winner, you are the captain of the blue team.
There we go.
Go Peter van Wyk. Whoop, whoop. Simon Mayer, Jamie Sherry, Clint Broders, Carl, Robert, Michael, Carl, Lukey, Ryan, and Karuna will be in the red team. And then your team, Donnie, take us through them.
Yeah, it's like it looks on paper a very good team there. Peter Zak, Graham de Villiers, Richard Stewart, Fricky Steyn, Randall Chetty, Aldo Ferry, Boetie, Unrich, Charles Ferreira, and then Grant Nell.
There we go. Yes, so good luck to everybody. Let's see by the end of this week how close we can get it. I had Hanu asking me that his name is missing, but is it really? I know that he moved because of...
I think he was on the first page with Basil.
Oh, there, Hanu. You're with Adam Ford, Basil Wright, and a newcomer, Reita Monkeys. So try not to embarrass him. I'm not sure what he plays off.
One more thing I just want to add, just to let the guys know. Obviously, being very regular at Royal East, I know everyone tries to avoid bunkers, but seriously, try and avoid bunkers with long shots. They do like sucking a ball into the sand. For lack of a better word, they like plugging you away.
Can we remind everybody that the plug ball is not a footprint. If your ball is plugged, you don't touch it. It's your bad luck.
Unless it's in a footprint.
Okay. If it's plugged in a footprint, that's a different story. But I've had a couple of guys I've been with where it's plugged and they say, do I get relief? No, you do not get relief off a plugged lie. That's it, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Jam-packed. Much appreciated. What's coming next? We'll be back on next week to review these 2 games and preview the Summer Cup, which is happening next Friday. There's so much golf. But I've got a lot of golf to look forward to. Donnie, thank you very much once again. Basil, as always, thank you, Ryan. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
Pleasure.
Yes.
Thanks, Zach.
It will be fun. We'll see everybody tomorrow. That is playing tomorrow. And we leave you just to wet your lips. Barry, it's coming.
The countdown to the 6th edition of the Duckhook Classic has begun. Highland Gate is once again the home of the Classic for the ultimate test of golf. A record field will battle it out over 3 days and 54 holes where every shot counts. 3 days of medal golf and camaraderie. Who has the grit to be the best? Who will conquer? It's the 2021 Duckhook Classic at Highland Gate.